Welcome to Adult Education and Family Literacy Week and the Command Center, hosted by the Coalition on Adult Basic Education. We have Lusiana Maeda coming on next, and she's from Farmington Adult ESL. So we're going to just bring her right on because we have ESL as an important part of adult education. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. I want to make sure I say your name correctly, so give it to me, the proper pronunciation.
It's Lusiana.
Lusiana.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
Awesome. So how are you? And welcome to our command center in Washington in celebration of Adult Education Week. And I'm just curious, why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do, and a little bit about Farmington Adult ESL.
Currently, I work at Farmington Adult ESL program in Michigan. I'm a teacher assistant in the beginners class, and the main teacher often asks me to fill in and teach the class. This class is for beginners, so our students have 0 to low levels of English. Most of them are new to the U.S., so first and foremost, I try to make them feel welcome in our community, and then we teach them basic English, started from greetings and then into how to introduce themselves, and on to more difficult material such as making appointment, making a doctor's appointment, or talking to their children's teachers. Our program has 3 levels. So we have beginners, we have intermediate, and then we have advanced. We also offer a CTE, that's career training education, for those who already have advanced level of English. And we connect them to Michigan Works so they can take necessary trainings for them to be able to get a job.
Wow, it sounds like first great work. And I'm curious. So first of all, I have to disclaimer for the public. I have a love for Michigan because I used to live in Detroit and for a while, and practiced law for a little bit out in Southfield, Michigan, and it's not too far from Farmington, so pretty close to you guys. But how did you get started in this?
I'm originally from Indonesia. I came to the U.S. in 2013, and it was in my 4th year that I finally know that there is such program as ESL. So I joined them. I was in advanced class for 2 semesters, and then I graduated from the program, and they allow me to volunteer in the class to help other students, because there's so many students but not enough teachers. And then 2 years ago, they opened the opportunity to be a teacher assistant. So here I am.
Wow, congratulations. That's remarkable. How do you like teaching?
Oh, I really enjoy it because I've been in their shoes. I know how hard it is to learn English, with weird pronunciation and difficult rules. So it's great to share experience with them. Also, because I relocated here, so I started from scratch again with the new cultures while supporting my family and my children with the schools, and everything was new for us. So, yeah.
So difficult. And the challenging part, we've been talking about a lot about this. The challenging part isn't just as being a student. It's not just learning the material, right? It's also, running a family, making sure food's on the table, you have a roof over your head, and all those other things that go along. It's life in general, right? Is all part of it. And that's pretty challenging. So give it to me. You've been doing this for a little bit now. Give me a success story. Is there something that you cling to, and every time you're having a tough day, you think back of that success story that maybe you'd like to share with us?
Well, for me personally, the school nominated me for Michigan Adult Community and Alternative Education Support Person of the Year. And
wow.
I won that award last year for 2021, 2022. So, yeah.
Congratulations.
That's
a huge accomplishment.
Thank you. Yeah, I have to thank my program manager for nominating me for that.
Wow. That's just awesome. So Can you share with us a little bit of what are some of the challenges that you see ESL learners having that are going through your classes? What are some of the basic challenges that they face?
The basic challenges is that they, I mean, this is their second language. Their first language, they can converse freely, and they were accomplished people back in their home country. They're teachers, they nurse, they have master's degree and everything, but they come here and they learn from start over again this new language, and then they have to conquer this barrier before they can fully function in their community. So yeah, that was sometimes they feel ashamed because they knew so much, but they couldn't express it in English. And for most of our students, most of them are mothers. So one of their barrier is childcare. And Farmington Adult ESL is one of the few programs that does offer childcare. So yeah, parents can learn English while their children also learn English.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we don't realize and recognize enough that we have to sort of bend a little bit and meet our students where they are to kind of chip away at those barriers. And daycare happens to be one of the biggest challenges for getting moms, single moms and dads into the classroom, right?
Yes.
COVID's helped a little bit virtually because we're able to do some of it virtually, but there's nothing like a face-to-face meeting with a client or student to sit down and help them navigate some of those challenges.
Yes.
Yeah. You have you have a large audience that's listening, and they're I think some of them might be wondering, like what advice would you give other ESL instructors that are out there?
It's just like you said, just met them, try to meet them where they are. And in the case of our ESL student, we know that once they get out of the class, they don't use English in their daily lives. So we try to engage them and encourage them to speak as much English as possible while they have the opportunity in our program.
Wow, that's super. So if we wanted to get some more information about the work you do and in particular the great work that's being done at Farmington Adult ESL, how can we reach your organization?
It's through our program manager. Yeah,
okay.
It's Suzanne .Nicholson at fpsk12.net.
Awesome.
Yeah,
okay.
And you can also search it on under Farmington Public School District Adult ESL.
I love it. Awesome. So, if I had, if you had one thing that you could wish for your ESL students, what would that be?
Yes, that they can do it. That it's really worth it to learn this difficult new language because it really opens more opportunity, in terms of jobs and just to improve their quality of life here in the U.S.
Awesome. Well, we're so grateful that you were able to spend some time with us today and jump in to the conversation during Adult Education and Family Literacy Week. ESL plays such an important part in helping get our country educated and skilled and back to work and all those pieces. So, and congratulations to you. Obviously, you're making change happen. You're making a difference, and that's an amazing thing. So, thank you for joining us today, and we hope that you'll be a role model for ESL students and instructors across the country that are jumping in and doing this work. So, it's great seeing you. And again, if you want to reach out, just I would check out Farmington Adult ESL. And if you Google it, I'm sure it'll pop up and you can see some of the great work being done in Farmington, Michigan. So thanks again for joining us.